I found that all those biodegradable stuff can actually be recycled, you see. And one of the things that I have been, I discovered from the internet and from going to these organic shops in the Klang Valley is the making of garbage enzyme. We went round, okay, we'll go to the fruit seller and like, give me your skin peel, give me your, things. And then we came back and then sure enough, now our enzymes are really nice smelling. Now these enzymes I found to be very useful. In the past, my kitchen is just like, you see army of ants going up and down the wall and cockroaches, and because we don't have any, we don't employ any pest control, we had to live with these ants. But since starting to use the enzymes for cleaning our surfaces, for cleaning the floor, worktop surfaces, there hasn't been any ants anymore. No. So I'm very convinced that it is nature's way of solution to a lot of our domestic problems. If only we take the trouble. I don't think it's a lot of trouble. It's just that the mindset, the mind must want to accept that there is a solution out of this that is harmless, which is beneficial to the environment. Okay, so the first round, the first stage is to filter, sieve it, get the residue. Then we do a two-stage filtration. Then we go through a second phase with a cotton t-shirt. Oops.
You can literally smell the freshness of the pineapple.
Yeah. If you leave it out,
yeah.
After 3 months, it smells horrible. But if you do it like this, after 3 months, it smells great. It's a funny thing, about these things.
Is there a shelf life to the
enzymes? No. I've heard some that are 30 years old because this Dr. Rose in Thailand, she started making much earlier. So some of her enzymes are already 30 years old, and apparently the 30 years old ones are even more powerful.
So what do you do with the
residue? You can do a second round, or they are quite mushy, you see? You see, they are quite mushy. These are.
Is it effective if you do a second round?
No. Yeah. We sometimes when the fruits are not too decomposed, hasn't decomposed enough, then we go a second round. But this one is quite mushy already. You can put into the soil as it will be very good for the soil. It improves the consistency. But because it's acidic, we add slaked lime to make it neutralize the acidity. Otherwise, it's too acid. Frying all the spray, just spray lah. Spray. Wait, hang on. Is it open? Yeah, it is. Okay, I just spray around here, and then anything that's oily, I just spray it, and then I leave it for 5-10 minutes. Then I come over and wipe it with a wet cloth. And if you have your quali is really oily, normally you have to use quite a lot of soap. So you spray around it first, spray on the quali. Say like, I have got this container that I want to wash, and it's got all the things that are stuck, the food that is stuck to it. And so I spray around it, spray it liberally because this is free. Okay, it's quite clean already. Look. Yee. The magnetic seal, the magnetic type, to keep out the mosquitoes. So you can have your doors open, and if there's a wind, you don't even need fans. So you get natural ventilation without the mosquitoes and the flies. From here, and I cover it with this to prevent the mosquitoes from breeding. So we started with using bags because I noticed that, if you come back from the market, each of us would be using about 20 to 30 plastic bags. So we then started putting our stuff into containers, and then we had our cloth bags, and we have been using that for more than 10 years, and they are really sturdy. We carry about 10 kilograms of stuff and lug it with us, and it has really withstood all these years of rough use. Yeah, this couple of decades is the increase in the mindless consumption. This has become a society that consumes and throws away mindlessly. When I say mindlessly, it's without regard to the environment, that what we are throwing is actually not biodegradable. So these are going to be around, like the plastics, they're going to be around for another century or so. And what do they do to the environment? We know that it is not going to be something that is good, but could it be harmful? I think there is a very high chance that what we are throwing away is actually going to come back to us in a big way, and before we know it, we would have poisoned our environment.